Hello. Hello.
Hello chị.
Hello. uh, you wait for quite a long time because
Yeah.
I have I have previous students there. So everyone just last more than 2 or 1 minute. Okay. All right. So is there anything news with you? Is there
Um,
like what's it going?
à,
Really?
phone. Isn't that nothing new for me? It's
Okay.
normal as usual.
Okay, as usual. All right. So for a couple of times that we haven't practiced part two, right? So
Yeah.
now we're gonna practice in part two. Okay. All right. You're gonna have the topic of animals. So now normally you just have 1 minute to prepare for your speaking part two, but then I'll let you have 2 minutes to prepare for that. Okay. So now let's
Yeah.
pen and paper down and we're gonna start. Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's start. Okay, so now you're gonna have 2 minutes to answer that. Let's start.
Coming to the popular pet, I would say that it is cat. Cat is quite easy to feed, and it don't need much attention. I think so. We just have it bath and go out with it and play with it. Yeah, but there are some feature I don't like about cats is mm, it is lazy and um as you know, cat is an animal which is not as loyal as dogs, and um, cat is a popular type of pet because it is cute and maybe it is suitable for to be a friend with us. And as I just say ago, that it is quite easy to feed, and on top of that, it is an animal which can help us catch mice.
Okay,
Yeah, that's right.
continue. That's
Yeah,
all. Is that
yeah.
oh, all right, you have a lot of time left. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna answer question by question. So see, can you see that we use all of the past tense there? Can you see that?
Mm,
Yeah, so during
yeah.
the time you answer
Oh,
this, you need to
yeah.
answer these three questions in past tense, but this is the present tense, so you can uh answer them in any tense that you like. Okay, right. Um,
Yeah.
just your opinion. Well, so that would be cat. What kind of care it needed?
Oh, cat. Mèo Anh, foreign cat, or a native cat. Kiểu mèo Anh
Anything
với cả mèo Thái chị.
like what kind of care it needed. Maybe you can say it just needed some
À,
basic care. Maybe it just needed some basic care, like you could feed that 3 meals per day, or you just say everything you like. Okay, yeah, you just list that, you watch that, or you do everything you like, and what you liked about it.
uh, dislike is lazy and not
Um,
loyal.
yeah, liked, you liked about it, you liked about it.
Oh, like hmm, it is cute and uh, their fur is soft.
You can say adorable.
Cái lông chị. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
adorable. Okay. Well, I will give you this word. Pet. Pet. Do you know pet as a word? Pet as a pet?
Uh, oh, I just know it's a noun.
Yeah. All right. Pet is like you touch animals, but then you make them feel comfortable, you make them feel relaxing, and you too.
Oh,
Okay, so do you know that in
oh.
Vietnamese? Can you guess
Kiểu
it?
bất lông nhá.
Yeah, vuốt ve. Movie.
Mm.
Yeah, you can say, I think that I'm kind of really into pet animals. Pet the cat or blah blah blah. You can say like that. Uh, it would be really nice for me when I came back home and then I could pet my cat, especially after a hectic day. I could scratch its ears. I could touch it paws or touch a fluffy fur. It's kind of really relaxing. It could help me to let off steam. You can say like that. Okay.
Yeah,
Like hectic day. You know hectic day.
hectic day. Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of hard working day. Like, but when you have to go outside, you have to work a lot, you have to study a lot, and then your mind goes away. Like, so it's kind of busy day. It's not busy and hardworking day. Yeah, so you can use hectic day as a busy and hardworking day. Okay, yeah, and um, scratch, scratch. What's the problem there? scratch ears is like you touch his ears, but then instead of just say pet, you can say pet the cat when you refer to the whole animal. And scratch ears is the same as the activity of pet, but then it comes to ears. Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah.
Touch it, pause. Do you know pause? Pause. Do you know pause?
Horse.
Yeah. Do you know
I
it?
don't know.
This is paw.
No.
This is paw.
Ah.
So paw is the foot of the dog or the cat or any animals having that shape of foot. Okay. Like this shape. This shape. Uh mm,
Touch.
touch is paw is kind of relaxing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like when it comes to cows or horse or other animals, they have different words for foot and fit there. Yeah. So paw is the foot of cat or dog or any other animals that I don't know. Yeah. All right. So you can say like that. And fluffy. Do you know fluffy?
Mềm hả?
It's kind of soft, a lot of fur there. Can you get that?
Uh, yeah.
Okay, it's kind of um, fluffy. It's kind of soft. Yeah, it's poodle. Poodle have fluffy fur.
Còn mình à?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you can refer to that when fluffy cat. You can say a fluffy cat.
Ê Hân, anh kiểm tra à?
It's kind of fluffy cat.
Ô,
It's kind of fluffy cat. It's kind of
yeah.
soft. It's kind of a lot of fur, big, or it's kind of interesting to touch them. All right, you can use this like this one. This one, yeah, you can say like that. Yeah, and what else? And this light about it. It's kind of lazy, but sometimes you can say it's annoying or make your house messy or anything else you have to clean up. You just say everything you like it. And why this is a popular type of pet? Yeah. Your keywords. Why your keyword?
Easy to feed and catch mice.
Okay, easy to feed and catch mice. All right, so it's kind of short, so I would suggest you to use um, have some company. So you can say that,
Uh,
do you know have some company?
I used to have
Uh, do you understand its meaning?
có bạn đồng hành à?
Yeah, that's right. Hmm, what's problem with that? As a matter of fact, so I will list you two other connectors there. As a matter of fact, or as far as I'm concerned, it's like I think there. So you can add every way you like. You can add every way you like, but it would have your speech become fluently. You have some times to think about it because I think you have blah blah blah. No, as far as I'm concerned, you have maybe 1 or 2 seconds to think about next idea. Okay, yeah, and all right. Why this is a popular type of pet? I suggest you to use the word have some company. Well, I would say that as far as I'm concerned, this is a popular type of pet, especially because it's suitable for own people of all ages, especially for elderly people. The older they get, the lonelier they might be because their children maybe don't be their size because they have to work far away. So keeping or domesticating animals, especially cat, would help them to have some company. You can say like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And what else? And if you don't like, if you need time to answer, especially in part one and part three, when you need some time to think about it, because part one and part three, they ask you and they have to answer immediately, right? So if you are not familiar to the topic and if you don't know how to answer that and you want to have maybe 5 or 10 or a little bit seconds to think about that, you can say like wait for me to what's problem there? Let me okay, so you can say that, let me think about this for a second. I wouldn't say that I care deeply about animals. So the question is really putting me on the spot. Put me on the spot means that put someone on the difficult situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can say like that, or you can say, or you can say, I don't know the first thing about blah, blah, blah. So I think that I need some time to think about it. You can say like that. Don't keep silent. You have to say something. Or, um, so you can say, I have some difficult time located in my mind right now. So I think that I need some second to think about it. You can, like, you have to say something for others to know that you don't know, you don't have idea to answer that. Okay. So you can
Yeah.
say something. So you will have maybe 5 seconds and maybe you have an idea and you just based on area or any technique you know to answer that. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yep. And well, I think, and during your speaking, you can add some efforts there, like absolutely, definitely, or you can
Đi
say,
tháng 6 không
well,
khỏe chứ đi tháng 7
I
mọi người vô lịch mà.
definitely liked, it's for
Chiều hè tháng 7 này vô
I
lịch mà.
absolutely, or
Đi tháng
everything
6
else,
bạn đi
you
đi.
just put some
Đi tháng 7
efforts
tháng 6
there.
đi.
Okay. Okay.
Đi
Like
tháng 7 tháng 6 hay sao
efforts there.
tư không đi tháng 7 nữa mày lại chỉ tao là đi thi thôi. Mày bảo là bận thi. Bận thi nhưng bận thi tháng 7.
Like adorable. Well, I just give you
Mày không
some
đọc thì
words
sao à?
instead of say cute, adorable.
Mày nhắn cô gì
All right, so now you're gonna have 1 minute to prepare that again. Okay, 1 minute.
Okay.
All right, so just list some keywords there. For example, what kind of animal was cat? What kind of care needed? Basic care. What you liked? Like you can say uh, pet, pet them, hack day, touch pause, fluffy, dislike about it, annoying, lazy, why this is a popular type of pet. You can say adorable, or you can say everything else, man's best friend, have some company. You can list some keywords there. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So now let's start.
Tại mọi người đã không có như mọi người. Sao lắm đấy. Anh nghỉ thứ hai. Nhưng mà mơ, không được. Bạn cứ cố. Ê, bọn mình có 3 đứa thôi. Thì bảo bọn nó cứ chọn kèo ăn ấy. Nếu bọn mình nhiều không không. Kiểu trước giờ nhé. Mình có làm được gọi lên.
Okay, now you're gonna have 2 minutes to answer that. Let's start.
Okay. When coming to the popular type of no. I used to have a cat. Yeah. I used to have a cat, and my cat just need basic care, like 2 meals a day, and its food is quite um its food is not expensive. Like we it also eat the same food with my family, and it is I definitely like it swap fever, and whenever I come home I also like to scratch its ears and touch its paw. It make me to let out steam. Yeah, but the thing I don't like is it's quite lazy, and it's not sometimes it make my house messy, and it's also not not a loyal animal like dogs, and um I it is a popular type of pet because I think that it's quite adorable, and mm, and um, and it's also suitable to be of a company with us, especially for elderly people, because when the more older people
Continue.
get,
Yeah.
uh, the lonelier they become. So because their children have to be live away them to make money, and they don't have and they feel and they really not need a company. So uh, pets, especially cat, is very suitable for them. And on top of that, it is it can catch my to it can catch my first. Yeah.
Okay. And also you can say like that. Well, now you have more ideas to answer, right?
Yeah.
Like the previous time you lag, you have maybe 40 seconds left, but now you talk more than 2 minutes. All right. Well, maybe I think that because you have some problem when you begin in your question, right? When you begin in your speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when it comes to pet, I think that I would talk about cat. You can say like that. If you don't know how to make an opening, you can say, well, when it comes to something, so I'm gonna talk about something. You can say like that. I'm gonna talk about cat. I used to have it when I was a child or anything else. You just speak. You can begin directly. Don't need to go
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah, it saves a lot of time for you. Yeah, and can you see, well, during the time you represent your speaking, you have to see the time there. Like, yeah, can you see the time there? Like, also in the real test, you also have the time on the screen or have the timer there. So you just see that. And well, so you have to control your speech. For example, when you see that you just have 2 or 3 or 1 or maybe 5 seconds left, it's kind of really short there. So you have to try your best to speak fast or try your best to shorten your speaking. Yeah. And when you see the questions there, you can see that two first questions they ask about what kind. So they ask about information there. So you just list that information. You cannot extend that, right? You cannot explain. You cannot give reason, right? So, so you just you cannot explain. You cannot answer that really. You cannot clarify that because you cannot know deeply about that, right? So you just list it there. I used to have a cat. I it just needed some kind of basic care. For example, I wash it, I fed that, blah blah blah, and then you move to. So you cannot answer more than that. So you just try your best to shorten your answer to save time, right? Because you have a lot of things to answer. You have a lot of things to speak for the next questions, especially this one and this one. So you have to save your time. Maybe 30 seconds or maybe, yeah, maybe 30 seconds for two first questions. Okay. And then you have 1 minute and 30 seconds for the other two questions. So you this one, if you see that, if you notice that we normally based on area to answer that. Like we give what you liked about that, you give answer, then you give reason, you give example, like after a hectic day, blah blah blah, you explain that, right? And then you give alternative. Sometimes it's lazy, so I don't like, blah blah blah. Yeah. So this question and this question, this question, they ask about you, they ask about yourself. So you have a lot of thing to say. So you can save time. And then when it comes to the third question, you can expand everything you have. Yeah. You can clarify, you can give everything you have because it's they ask about you. So you have it's kind of easy for you to answer rather than two questions. Is that?
Yeah.
Because they ask about you, so you have a lot of ideas there, right? And this one, they ask about reason. So reason, they you still have some reason to answer that. You can explain that, right? So you can expand your ideas here. So what I want to say here is that when you receive a cue card of speaking part 2, you have to like you have 1 minute to prepare for that in the real test, right? So in just 5 seconds, you have to look around, look through all of the questions there, and you maybe pick 1 or 2 questions that you want to clarify them the most. So then you will highlight that, and you just have 5 seconds to do that. And then after that, other questions, you just list it there, list information there. You don't need to explain or you don't need to expand that, and you focus on the questions that you highlight that. Can you understand me? Yeah. So in 5 seconds, you have to do that. And then you have 55 seconds left. And in 55 seconds left, what you have to do is to notice the grammar there. You have to notice the grammar there. And you have to list keywords. For example, as I mentioned, cat, basic need, you have to list all of the keywords there. And during the time you list keywords, you also list phrases that you think is suitable there. Maybe, for example, have some company is kind of new words for you, or is some kind of suitable word there, so you have to list some of the words there, right? Have some company, pet animals. So during the time you list keywords, you answer question by question. You can list some favorite words, or some high level, or some words that are collocations, or that are phrases. Okay. Yeah. So that's your mission there, because you just have 60 seconds to prepare for that. It's kind of really short. Yeah. So you have to write keywords. You don't have enough time to write the whole sentences. Yeah. Okay. And so the first one, you have to pick your highlight questions. Your question that you think that you have more ideas to answer, you can expand that, you just highlight. And then the second one, you have to notice the grammar there. And the third one, you list some keywords. Yeah. And and I think during your speak, I think that from now on, from the first day, from really first day until now, I think that you can apply connectors quite good there. Yeah. So it's good there to make progress in applying connectors. It's kind of really natural when you add connectors there. So keep going that kind of your adding connectors, and you can upgrade that by knowing more about connectors. Like, as a matter of fact, it's really natural when you add connectors there, because you link them up. Will help you to have some seconds to think about it. Like you say, I think it's a popular of a type of pet, because so I think you just have 2 syllables. But then, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's a popular of type of pet. So you have some seconds to think about ideas. Okay, like you have some time to think about it. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe it would help you to not all the time. It's kind of filler words. Yeah, and try to apply connectors. And maybe some next day I will help you to lessen the during the time you speak. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So maybe